what you guys offer?
Sit up for a second.
Okay, keep in mind we're buying it as is, all the repairs, something like that. That's the absolute lowest you consider. Or is there a number you feel comfortable with everything else lined up?
I mean,
Going
no,
live
I
on
mean,
YouTube
like,
right now. I go
I
live
do
and I
have a
cut
wiggle
people in.
room, but not much.
I said I go live on YouTube and I cut
I
people
do
in.
need to keep cash for this, I'll buy another house or at least, rent a place.
What's up, people? Another day at the Cut Lounge. I got a future NFL player in my chair right here, right now.
Yes, she speaks multiple
Take a
languages,
good look at him
including
because you're going to be
Spanish,
seeing in the
Italian,
future.
and so Russian.
Literally all of it. We pay tax and we keep the number for that. We're taking it as is, fixing everything ourselves.
You play basketball too or just football?
Mainly football.
Well, I mean,
basketball for my
So
school.
what's your guys'
Oh, you play
song?
basketball for your school?
Mhm.
Oh, that's what grade you in?
Alright, so here's what I've got approved right now. Our team can do $280,000. Does that work for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying no to it, but it's probably something I have to talk to my wife about.
Completely understand, Tom. Selling a property is a big decision.
You see how she even lowered her tone of voice?
Talk it over with your wife. I always want to make sure both of you are comfortable and on the same page. Let me ask you this though. If you were to bring this over to her, what do you think she would say? Right here. What do you think is below?
Probably I would say that she thinks it's too low. To answer your question, I have called him multiple times already. So there was time where I called him for it was a house. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat that? You see how she raised her voice because I said, okay, I have trouble hearing you. Could you speak a little bit louder here? I mean, and then could you repeat what you just said? Well, I mean, we have an investor who also made us an offer, and I think he was around like 315 or so.
Got it. Thanks for sharing that. So you've got another offer around $215,000.
Because like I said, we do have to get the cash, and then actually we're probably gonna rent for a while. But then I also don't want this to be some kind of a scam, I mean, I think the lowest I would go is like, probably like 310.
All right, thanks for being honest about that. So if we landed at $310,000, you'd be committed at that number?
Yeah.
I really want to make this work for you, Tom, but I'll need to talk to my manager about that number and get back to you. I can't approve $310,000 myself. I'll check in and give you a call right back, okay? Thanks so much for your time and for being upfront. I'll reach out as soon as I have an update.
Dude, absolute beast. Like, do you think? I'm just saying. Do you guys think that your VA can do that? Dude, the way that she handled the objections, the way that she answered my question, acknowledged what I'm saying, and I say, like, hey, can you speak up? Can you raise your voice? She's like, yeah, let me speak up a little bit. Dude, absolute beast. So Savvy said, how does she know what to offer? So you put in the offer amount, right? So obviously you put in the offer amount, you let her know what you want to offer. And then based on your number, right, she'll offer that to the seller. And if they accept, obviously she'll put them through. You got to draft up the contract, and then send it to the seller. So you have to do some work. But anyways, let me see if any other questions. If you guys are on Instagram here, if you guys, Emily is an absolute beast. She's another badass real estate investor herself. And I know that she hosts like an event, or no, not an event. I shouldn't say an event, or it could be an event, but a meetup or something like that. I don't know if Emily, do you do like once a month or so? So if you guys want to go and give Emily a follow, and then if you're in Florida, you should come and hang out at her event or her meetup. So any other questions you guys got? Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to try to answer a few questions here regarding the AI, the systems, or any question you guys got about Facebook ads, and see if I can answer any question before we wrap this up, okay? So once again, how much is the cost per leads on your Facebook targeting Metro? So Javier, I'll be honest with you, I don't have those numbers because the wife is the one who worried about the back end. She's the one who got all the matrix, man. When it comes to number, I am the guy that is unorganized. Like I hate looking at spreadsheets. I hate looking at stuff, man. I like it's just not me. It drives me nuts. So that's the wife. She take care of all the back end. So I don't have those numbers for you, but I do know that $1,000. We didn't know how to do it, and obviously, just like everything, when you're new at something, you gotta go. I teach within 17 hours. Got her first leads. So basically, we average about. So our average deal size about 20 to 25,000 per deal. Per deal. Dude. Focus on one deal. If I just do one deal, make 25,000. I make just as much, less work. I gotta send this code to my VA really. Hold on a second. So yeah, sometimes less. That's how I feel with the AI. I have investor buddy who has a bunch of VAs, and they are in the process of replacing them because they're tired of the hiring. They're tired of the turnover. They're tired of training. They're tired of the babysitting. And you won't understand until you have gone through it. It's exhausting, right? So for me, it's like, okay. So I look at it like this when people say with AI. Well, I'll be like, you know what? If I don't have to deal with the prima donna, the drama, the stress, and if I can save 30 to 40 hours a month, right? That free. If I get an extra 30 to 40 hours a month of free time, bro, I can care less. Even if I close one or two less deal a month, okay, cool, fine. But the system runs, and I don't have to work that much, and I don't have to worry about the hiring, the training, the babysitting, and the turnover. Shit, all day long, baby, all day long. That's me. No restriction using AI calling though. So once again, Savvy, AI cannot cold call. So we do not focus on cold calling. We do not focus on chasing leads. That's why I decided, you know what? That's why we decided to teach our AI Dream Team Investor, right? Our AI Dream Team Investor to get their Facebook ad set up at no cost because we don't want to see you come out of pocket any more money, right? So we'll set it up. We'll show you how to set up so you can start getting leads coming into your pipeline instead of waking up and trying to chase them. While most wholesalers, they wake up and they got to go to the office, they got to train, right? They got to babysit the employee or their VAs or whatever it is, or they got to pound the phone 4 to 8 hours a day just to get someone on the phone so they can talk to, right? And they're spending time qualifying leads, booking appointments, making offers. What I did, I went for a 1 hour walk. After that, went for 1 hour to the gym. And then, I went on a 1 hour podcast with one of my 7-figure real estate investor buddy in San Francisco. And then after this, I'm going to go home, take Lon for a walk. And then we're going to go to Costco. So today, I spent maybe 45 minutes on my wholesaling business because I have to call a seller back. His name is Jay, to renegotiate on a deal. And I think after the renegotiating, we're going to make about $18,000 on this deal because the buyer came up on his price, but he's not willing to pay for the seller closing costs. So I got to take the seller closing costs into consideration, renegotiate on the price minus the closing cost, and we're gonna walk away with something like that. Javier, one last question. No problem, man. You one question you should get: what you spend on SMS per month could cover per leads on Facebook. What you spending on SMS per month could cover. Yeah. Um, so Javier, I don't know your exact question is. Last question you should get. I don't know what your question is, but if you guys are spending, if you guys are doing SMS, I suggest you guys should do this. So let's just say you got 10,000 leads in your pipeline, right? Let's say you got 10,000 leads in your pipeline, and you're gonna do text blast, right? SMS. What you guys need to do is be like, hey, if you're interested in getting a free no risk no obligation cash offer on your property, click the link, go to a website, fill out a short form, and we'll be able to make you that offer in less than 24 hours. Okay. Now, when you text that with your link to your website, guess what? Now, when they see the text, obviously they go to your website. You gain more credibility with them, more trust, and then when they do fill out the form on your website, now it's AI consent. So which means they fill out the form just like they fill it out on Facebook, or if they fill out on Google Ads, and bam, dude, that goes straight to your CRM, and now the AI can go to work. So let's just say you send out 10,000 texts, and maybe 50 of those people respond. Dude, now you got 50 of those people respond, and bam, the AI go to work for you. Make sense? The usage for the CRM. Okay, so Julio, basically you're talking about like the costs for this and the AI text, right? Peanuts, because we're focused on inbound, not outbound. Make sense? So, bro, we're focused on inbound, which means we're focused on quality over quantity. Peanuts, bro. So I like Lon, the one who told me this. Dude, I think Lon said that we like $20. Dude, it takes a long time to go through that $20. I know Lon said it's like peanuts, like super cheap. It's not even 0.000 penny or something like that. But it's very, very cheap, man. So that's not something that you have to worry about. I think the main thing is going to be the spending on the Facebook ads. You spend depending on how much you want to spend. But I always advise my investor is start slow. It doesn't matter if you have $10,000 to spend. Do not put $10,000 into your Facebook ads the first month. Still, I would start out with $20 or $15, and then you can always slowly increase because you're gonna see which ads perform. You get rid of the one that's not, and then start dumping money into the one that does. And regarding with Facebook ads, man, my whole thing is also I also want to say this before I leave, is that my team will be there with you along the way on your journey. So it's not like you sign up and we'll be like, hey, go do your thing. No, we'll give you 24/7 support. So if there's any issue with your CRM, any issue with the AI, any issue with your Facebook ads, my team will be there to help you every step of the way. We have enough members on our team now to take care of you. And you know me, man. My whole thing is speed, fast. Okay? So our whole thing is if you have an issue that comes up, we want to be there and solve that problem for you as fast as possible. And we want to make sure that it requires the least amount of your time. So if you have an issue, you tell my team, they go to work, and then they'll be like, okay, Julio, can you go in and can you, Rodriguez, can you go in, can you check to make sure that's fixed already? Fantastic, boom, done. And the thing is, that's the big thing I talk to our team about, is we want to make sure that we provide you guys with the most top-notch customer support, hands down. Like I said, if you win, we win. If you're not happy, then we're not happy. Do you need a website to use your AI system? So Savvy, once again, dude, I shouldn't say once again because I didn't mention this. So with our CRM, dude, it also comes with a website builder, which is a done for you. So you just need to put in your email, your company name and the phone number, and your website's up, launch instantly. We also have a dialer that's also included, so you can get rid of that systems as well. We also included a e-sign, which means the contract is right on there on the CRM. So you just need to so the e-signs you can get rid of DocuSign. So that's also in the CRM as well. So it's going to save you at least $400 to $500 just on system costs. Notice at what time is the meeting tomorrow. So once you make that deposit, you should link to an email, and it is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard, 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So once again, if you guys are ready to rock and roll, Instagram, comment or DM me the word AI. I'll send you the link. Look forward to working with you on TikTok. Check the link in my bio. And if you're on YouTube, comment or check the link in my description. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm super hungry. I appreciate each and every single one of you. For those of you who's going to come and join me tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time, take care. And let's go get this. Maury, I'm out. SSS, if you're on YouTube, you got to click the link in my descriptions. Okay?
Is that the new Napoleon? What's all the hype about? What? Napoleon. Innovation built better.
In this video, we're all the way to New York City to pick on this town's legendary hot dog lineup. Some cheap street dogs that have been around for decades. We have something I've never even heard of. This one he's calling onions. To a wondrous wiener that broke the Guinness World Record for most expensive hot dogs. So you have a butcher who makes custom sausages and hot dogs for you.
Yes, we do.
You gotta get a guy like that. All that and everything in between, including some unexpected ingredients. Duck and wieners, they go together real nice. From super cheap to insanely expensive, it is time to gobble down some glizzies. Let's move. We have come to our first hot dog location. Behind me, a cart serving a hot dog that costs only $5. But more remarkable than the price is the actual location
I
of this
took down the
hot dog
front
cart.
a little bit.
Over there. That's the place known as the Met. Short for the Metropolitan Art Museum. So this is some prime real estate, especially for a cart selling $5 hot dogs. In a moment, I'm going to be trying a classic New York City street dog. And we're going to learn the story of how this cart came to be. But first, let's speak to the hot dog cart owner.
Messed up and stuff like that.
New York Hot Dog Inn.
Dan Rossi.
Dan Rossi.
Dan Rossi.
Thank you.
Dan, New York Hot Dog King, put her there.
Nice to meet you.
The hot dog. Some people call it a glizzy. How do you feel about that? No.
Hot dog is a hot dog. There's no other name.
Okay, we like to stick with the classics. I agree. When it comes to classics, you are a classic to this city, and your story is legendary.
Started business 20 years ago. Even from the start, things were never easy for him. City permits, regulation changes, illegal competition, you name it. But despite all odds, Dan's been standing his ground right here in front of the Met for 20 years, preserving the true taste of a New York City hot dog.
One of the reasons we're here today is because this is a very affordable hot dog you're selling here. It's $5. You're in a great location here. You're in front of the Met, a ton of foot traffic. Why not charge $8 or $9?
Well, for me, I'm old school. Something is worth a certain amount. We just raised the price to $5 recently. Every single item that we use, the price has gone up. So we had to raise our price.
What's the difference between a New York hot dog and a hot dog that you'll find anywhere else in the country?
Most places where you go when they cook a hot dog, they boil it in water. That's by the most terrible way to make a hot dog. Water that throws out all the flavor. So what you do is you put them on a nice flat grill. It's better.
In different cities around the U.S., different hot dogs have toppings that are special or unique to that city. Tell me about the classic New York topping for a hot dog here.
The New York hot dog would be a spicy mustard with some sauerkraut and with some cooked onions. Doesn't get better.
All right, we are in the hot dog cart right now. Dan, take it away.
You got it.
All right, so right here, you've got like dozens of hot dogs on the grill. Has the recipe changed in 20 years? The type of dogs you're using, is this all beef?
We always use all beef. So we went through every brand of hot dog that we could get local. When we on the trend we have now. People came back and said this is a good hot dog.
Boom, right here, you grab a bun, they're already cooked, it's already warm, he reheats it a little bit more, he hits it with a little bit of mustard,
And we'll come over here.
what do we got here? Sauerkraut? Oh, nice.
And then cooked onions. What it is onions and tomato sauce. But that tomato really gives it a good taste. This is how we make a New York style hot dog.
What you're seeing here is not just a hot dog, but a story of resilience, dog. A story of not backing down even when the odds are against you.
When I first came here, I knew this would draw a lot of trouble. And as soon as I put the cart down, enforcement came around the vet, a disabled veteran, and nobody only vet.
If you were legal, why do you think the locals were bullying you so much?
They were preventing the vets from coming. They were leasing out the location, not vets. So the city was making money off of my location.
With time comes new challenges. New illegal or non-vetted businesses started setting up food carts near the Met, slowly driving down business.
If you came here, you look at all these carts, you got people selling all different things. That's not what you see. It's one or two guys that controlling all the carts around all the park. So we're not talking about a little guy who's trying to make a living. That's not there. We're talking about organized illegal activity.
And the worst part, the city couldn't care less.
I've had the police tell me they'd rather get rid of me than them.
Yikes.
It's that simple. I sleep in the van every night just so I can hold this location. I've been doing that for 12 years, 13 years now.
For Dan, there is no happy ending. Not yet, but still he keeps going every day. His reward? The smile of his customers after sinking their teeth into his classic dog.
All right, folks, we have our first and certainly not our last hot dog of the day. Some ingredients I've never seen before. Spicy mustard, yes. Sauerkraut, yes. A nice Germanic influence. Those are my ancestors. High five to their corpses. Spirits. But then we have something I've never even heard of. This is what he's calling cooked onions. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, delicioso. The dog itself, very flavorful. Dan has like dozens of hot dogs piled up on the flat top. When you order one, he rotates it around, he gets that skin crispy, and he throws it between two buns. And there's nothing better than a wiener between two buns. Just don't forget the condom mints. Clever. The dog itself is greasy. The mustard cuts through the heaviness. You've got that sauerkraut adding a nice sour note. And then this cooked onion with tomato sauce. So that adds a little bit of acid too. That's nice. And I'm not just saying that's nice because Dan is a war vet and he's standing right there watching me. So that is our most affordable hot dog of the day. It's quite a story and it's quite a dog. But from here we're going to be trying a mid-level hot dog and a very expensive hot dog. A hot dog that once broke the Guinness Book of World Records for most expensive hot dog, coming in at over $100. But first, something that isn't that. Let's move. We have come to our second location for our second hot dog. This time, a hot dog very medium price, coming in at around $50. Behind me is the restaurant in question. It's called Crave It. One distinct thing about this location is that it's a pizza restaurant and not a hot dog restaurant. Usually they're making very unique and unusual styles of pizza, but today they're going to be making an Asian hot dog. Have you ever heard of Peking duck? Well, inside, we're going to see how they turn a Peking duck into an Asianified hot dog. Fishy, put her there.
What's up, my man?
The last time I was here, I was shooting a video about cheap versus expensive pizzas in New York City, and we came to your restaurant for the mid-price pizza, which was a very creative Big Mac pizza, and it was delicious.
Put my heart into that pizza. That tastes just like a Big Mac, and that's what we're known for doing.
So what I like about you and what I like about Crave It is that you approach pizzas differently, like this. What am I looking at right now?
So this is our world famous Indian tikka masala pizza. This hits home for me because I come from India, Punjab. So I took the American twist and the Indian twist and Italian twist and threw it right onto this pizza, and here we are.
So next we're going to take that type of thinking and apply that to a hot dog. Tell me about the hot dogs we're going to be trying today.
We're taking it to the next level. We're going to do an
You
Asian
wanna put
style
some
hot
triple
dog.
black
We're gonna
over
do
it or
a
no?
Colombian style hot dog, which is called a salty papa. But we're going to put a crazy twist to it.
We're in the kitchen and our hot dog making is underway. Right here we have our signature ingredient for the first dog. What is this dog going to be called?
The quack attack.
Quack attack! Show me what you got there.
I got a fresh Peking duck. Crisp is amazing on it.
This looks like you just grabbed it from the window of a Chinese restaurant, yes?
Actually, I did from our neighbors down the block from the Peking duck house.
How does this factor into the quack attack? Quack attack!
So we already cut the duck up right here with our homemade bread made out of pizza dough. Because we have to keep the pizza tradition in it.
Amazing. Let's get into it. Right here we have on Oscar, take it away. Step 1, Oscar grabs a couple of all beef dogs, a little bit of water, and he throws that on the flat top. Step 2, he hits that Peking duck with a little bit of hoisin sauce. Then the duck is added to the flat top. Already we have a pile of protein here. It looks amazing. Next up we have our hot dog bun right here. Open it up. Oh, plenty of real estate. Fillings. First he puts in pickled cucumber slices. He puts in one dog, he puts in a second dog. Next, the duck. Oh my god, this thing is absolutely slammed full. From here, Oscar has the chili crisp. Be careful, Oscar, be careful. That ain't ketchup. Take it easy. No more, no more. No mas, no mas. Now it's time for the pickled scallions. Adding color. And that is the final step in the... Let's go give it a try.
Whether it's hot dogs, rides, it feels like New York hits you with 100 tiny transactions a day. Then dealing with multiple apps or slow banks just adds to the chaos. But finally, I found the one thing that keeps my life running smoothly.
I use Revolut. It's a financial app that lets you manage your money whether you're in the USA or traveling. And just a quick heads up, new users can get $20 when they sign up using my link. Because honestly, before Revolut, handling money was the worst part of traveling. Cards randomly declining, fees you didn't agree to, and apps that worked perfectly right up until you crossed the border. Now I use one digital account to spend, save, and send money. You add the funds in minutes, and from there, it just works. No branches, no paperwork. You can open an account for $0. What I use most is the global side. You can hold, exchange, and spend over 25 currencies, send money to more than 140 countries, and see everything in real time instead of guessing. If you need cash, there are in-network ATMs around the world with no withdrawal fees. And if you're legally in the USA but don't have an SSN or ITIN, you can still open an account with the government-issued ID and a valid US visa. You can spend right away with a prepaid debit card, and there's no monthly fee on the standard plan. You also get control built in. You can track spending, freeze cards quickly, create virtual and disposable cards, and access 24/7 in-app support. Try one of their 3 US plans.
Okay, people, y'all see me today. We tuned in for another live at the Cut Lounge. Always visit thecutlounge.com. If you're in Baltimore, come through. Tonight, we do have Whiskey Wednesday right across the street from the Cut Lounge at our cigar lounge called Legacy Lounge. Check out our website, legacycigarlounge.com. If you're in Baltimore, pull up on the good side of Belair Road, 6333 Belair Road for the Legacy Cigar Lounge, or 6401 Belair Road for the Cut Lounge. See y'all later. Tune in tomorrow. Peace.
The beef franks, delicious.